So Upwind is a runtime security platform. Our goal is to help companies with a lot of compute be able to identify problems, security problems in their infrastructure as quickly as possible. So in Belfast, the office really started with building out a product called Cloud Scanner. The position of the company at the time was runtime scanning, which is still the primary focus of the company. But we wanted to cover scenarios where customers would say, we have Windows compute, or we have older Linux kernels, or we have some virtual machines where CPU usage and memory usage is really sensitive. So we wanted to offer customers the ability to scan those assets without running any compute inside the VM itself. So Belfast has proven to be excellent for the company. The people that we meet tend to be the persona types that lend themselves well to diving into new challenges, picking up technology really quickly, putting in the hard work where it's required to get projects over the line. I think Belfast has a really strong security base in its tech community. There's a lot of engineers here who are naturally interested in that area. We cover a really wide range of cutting-edge security products. So the people who we tend to find come here are those who really want to extend their skill sets in understanding malware scanning, vulnerability scanning, secret scanning, sensitive data identification. Those are the people who we find treat work it up in almost like a sand pit. You get to play with all the toys in the world. Next 6 months are mostly focused on scaling out the engineering organization. So we have built from the ground up several products within our Belfast office. Namely, that is our shift left product offering, which covers CI scanning. We have also taken on a product called Cloud Scanner that was thought up from Belfast and now is the default onboarding experience that our customers have. That focuses on agentless scanning, where we scan virtual machines, Docker images, Lambda functions, object buckets. The other feature that we own in its entirety is onboarding, so how customers connect their cloud accounts into Upwind. Just recently, we also have pushed out a new version of the features, so facilitating synchronizing an extra 250 assets from customer cloud environments in the Azure, AWS, and GCP into the Upwind console. So we use Golang primarily for all of our new services. We also interact with a lot of Java services as well. So most of the application development is 50-50 split between each of those. We build on AWS, GCP, and Azure for customer environments. We're working with those cloud APIs a lot. We ship our own server onto EKS on AWS. I'm a big believer in a lot of ownership for the development team through the release cycles. We own the Helm charts, we own the entire observability stack, dashboards, alerts, monitoring. And then there's the peripheral toolings like Packer, Docker, and every other trendy tool you can think of. Culture fit. So we really look for 3 different personality attributes through the hiring process, which is curiosity, tenacity, and humility. We want to hire people who are natural technologists. They treat software engineering as a hobby. It's really good for us. And we have no prerequisites that we're hiring people who already know how to solve these problems. The group of individuals we have in Belfast are already experts in some areas of this already, and they're really hungry to share their toys with people. So just looking for people who are willing to do the learning, who are naturally interested into it, and are humble, are the 3 main characteristics that we look for. My understanding is the perception of Upwind is it's this deep technical nest of experts. That's actually not necessarily the case across the board. You're looking for people who really just like software engineering, they like infrastructure, they really want to learn more. And I find that provides enough motivation to bridge any of those perceived gaps when people come to us. So my encouragement to people out there, if they feel like it's a company that they may not be eligible for, come along and have a chat. If you are interested in solving these sort of problems and willing to learn, we are more than willing to teach and guide you through the process. the environment is one where it's very supportive. No one's like, oh, you own this feature, you go figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, there's 10 eager nerds 10 meters from you, you're dying to pour themselves in to help you solve problems. So people tend to develop extremely quickly.
Yeah.
That's why the culture is so important. Like we want to get those people who are curious and tenacious and humble. Those are the people in the room who are going to say, oh, I see you're solving this kind of problem. I might not know how to solve it myself, but I'm interested. Let's jam it out on a whiteboard. Let's do a quick prototype. And that helps people get up to speed really, really fast. But on a software engineering level, that is solving problems that you just don't get to solve in most companies, right? The low level latency metrics doesn't really matter. So that means that if you are a person who hasn't had that opportunity in their career to really stretch their legs with lower level systems or the intricacies of cloud compute, really, like off the bat, you get to do that right away in Upwind. And I think people who have gone through the process recognize that they really want to challenge themselves. So it's a bit of a wild ride. It's certainly not a place where you can come and kick your feet back and not worry too much about work. It's a place where it is great if you want to come and really own a feature and put it out to the market and start building something that's really important for these large customers.